Hello Scorpio, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and general love reading, yes. And I'll be looking into the emotions of the person that you're connecting with. Whoa, on a romantic level, very sexual, definitely. What it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. Holy Hannah. Okay, let's see what's going on here. A lot of things are happening. This person feels very intense. Look at this. They think you're absolutely gorgeous, beautiful. Can't stop thinking about you. And then we have here the energy card. Sorry, this is not normal. This is usually not how my readings start, but a bunch of cards just fell, and they kind of fell in a pyramid shape. So the one right after that, pleasure, of course, sexuality, pleasure. Don't we want that? A lot of sexual energy here. So, interesting. A third-party situation. Yeah, okay. Some of you have a third-party situation going on. And this just flipped up again. This is really a different type of reading. Lots of energy here from your person. Oh my good heavens, this deck is like, sorry guys. Okay, got it. Where was I? All right, so the deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So some of you might have been literally in a relationship. Could be a situationship because of a third party kind of thing. Not all of you are going to resonate with a third party. Third party doesn't necessarily mean another person that you're having an affair with or something, or someone's cheating. It could also mean that your time, energy, effort is just busy. This person might just be busy. Maybe they have a job, maybe they're taking care of a sick loved one, things like that. So it's just that their time, energy, and effort they're not able to give to the other individual. Now, let's just have a look here. This could be a situationship. It could also be simply that you've exchanged energy, meaning everything has been through gestures, the eyes. Sometimes you can have a relationship with somebody just through the eyes. That's the weirdest thing. And then you can tell when they're upset. You can tell when they're happy. That's the energy. So for those of you who are new, my method also of reading is slightly different. I actually don't use any spirit guides in the beginning. I don't use them. I don't need to use them. I'm able to get the answers on my own through my higher intuitive self. I'm kind of in that state by default all the time. So I realized. And also at the end of this reading, I do channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel to provide you with some advice, which I think some of you might actually need. The intensity of these cards is a lot. The power of these cards are a lot right now, the energy I'm feeling. And so this might not just be for the cross watcher, okay? Some of you actually may be experiencing this or going through this yourselves. You know what you're going through. You can recognize this. So I'm just letting you know that it's not necessary that just this one person's feeling this. No, it's possible that you are also going through this. The first card we have here is sexuality, followed by beauty. Then we have energy, pleasure, shape-shifting, challenge, illness, wellness, ecstasy, betrayal. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Scorpio, as soon as I wake up, I think about your naked body. When I'm going to sleep, I think about your naked body. When I'm dreaming, that's all I'm thinking about. And I'm doing things with you, to you. I'm obsessed. I can't stop thinking about this amazing feeling that I get when I think about you and when I'm with you, or the fantasies I have with you. Everything about you is just so tempting. It's hard for me not to. I know I shouldn't, but I just can't. I can't pull away. I can't let go. You are temptation in the flesh. Sexuality defines you. And I do know and I do see that you are very beautiful. Certain things you do make you even more sexy. And it's hard for me to take my mind off you. I can't. You have this radiating energy that just makes me feel alive. Everything about you is beautiful, not only on the outside, but on the inside as well. Your personality, your character, your charm, your charisma, everything. And you have this way of making me see my reflection, who I am, what I can achieve, and what the truth is behind my own eyes. You do these things and you say certain things, and it really does make a difference. Energetically, I feel somehow that you have this ability to literally open up my chakra centers. Everything feels alive. Everything feels very real. The spiritual side of me, my Kundalini, comes to life. And it is a beautiful feeling. I have experienced and I have felt that there is a lot of pleasure, physically and spiritually, in this connection that I have felt with you. And no matter where I am, no matter what I'm doing, somehow, some way, I always end up thinking about you. These days, I realize that I'm yearning for you, longing for you. Always wondering if you're going to show up somehow. Waiting for that text. Yes, I am dedicating my time, my energy, my effort elsewhere. But the truth is, I'm still thinking about you. And it's very challenging for me. This is now a problem that just can't be solved, in my opinion. A riddle to which a solution cannot be found. It's too challenging. Too much, water has gone over. I don't know how to deal with it. And this is why I'm being pulled down in the sea of sadness. There is a sense of despair, deception that I've caused. But there's certain things that are holding and weighing me down, responsibilities, restrictions, constraints, certain things that have happened. And I do know that no matter how much I try, it really doesn't make a difference, because something is always pulling me down. I want to be with you. And you have this power over me where you can make me feel ill, and I can also feel well and healthy. I can't deny that through this physical feeling that I have regarding you, it has also awakened this part of me that I now regard as something very spiritual. This entire connection now is not just based on the physical, but it is more like sensual healing. My soul feels fulfilled when I am physically with you. It could feel fulfilled if we were together intimately. Ultimately, I know I have betrayed you. There's a lack of trust and a lack of faith for what happened. And it is difficult to reconcile and try to make things right. It's not easy. Right now, I know that what I did was wrong. And that you thought you knew me when, in fact, it's as if you never really knew me at all. I behaved and I acted like a stranger. And I know that hurts. I don't want you to go through that again. For now, my mindset still is surrounded by the image of you, your beauty and your sensuality. You have me hooked. It's hard for me to get you off my mind. I can't let go. All right, Scorpio. So, typically, on planet Earth, what happens is we have an emotional connection with somebody, and that emotional connection leads to a spiritual connection. What I'm seeing here is this particular individual, and like many in the world, there may be, obviously there's more people like this, they found a spiritual connection through the physical connection, which is kind of rare, but I have had people who've told me that they've gone to retreats and they have been intimate with somebody, and it was because of that intimacy, it was a higher level of ecstasy. It was like two bodies met, the souls met, things are happening, fluids are being exchanged. But eventually what happens is something kind of breaks through where they have this intense feeling. This intense feeling leads to certain questions that they have. And because they're so used to not dealing with their emotions, that side of them from their past life that would have been connected to you, in the mind, a little bit seeps in at a time, like a leaky tap. So those little bits of drops of water are actually feelings and emotions, but not memories. The feelings and emotions come through, but they're not actually thinking of it as a feeling and emotion. They're thinking of it as a spiritual connection, because they find that they don't get this kind of experience with anybody else. So is there affection here? Yes, there is. Is this person in love with you right here? I don't see that. But this is a general love reading. Many of you may have somebody that actually loves you. The issue here is that we do have a third party. And it does seem that it's very challenging for them, and they are almost depressed. So this is also a card that talks about depression. It's like they finally found you, and you satisfy many things in their life, just as they satisfy you. But the issue now they're facing is the fact that what's the use? It's so challenging, and I'm so depressed, and I betrayed this person. How am I going to be with this person? So it's a very complicated situation because of the actions that were taken, the results that occurred. It's really taken a toll. It's had a big effect on this connection. All right. Let's have a look at the Beginner's Tarot deck. Nope, not the Beginner's Tarot deck. This is the Lover's Path Tarot. Okay, so I'm looking into something that may have occurred that caused a problem in the first place. Why things started to go downhill in this connection. So I do look at the reason why. Some of you might be aware of this, that this may have happened in your connection. Some of you might not even know, and you still might be wondering, like, poof, this person ghosted me. What happened? All right. So here we have a sense of needing to be more realistic. Involvement with people who may seem very promising, but almost also promising more than they are able to deliver. So this talks about a lack of persistence, a lack of riches, and a lack of success that this person started to feel. They wanted it, but certain things didn't turn out their way. They should have been steadfast and persistent, but they were not. It seems like ultimately things started to turn very negative. Something happened in this person's life on a financial level or materialistic level, and things started to kind of go backwards for them. They weren't able to move forward. For example, if this is a third-party situation, it might be somebody that's dealing with a separation or a divorce and the assets are being distributed. It's something here to do with coins, right? So it's wealth, it's materialistic, it's something to do with the physical aspect of life, where you are able to survive in a way, monetary wise. Now here we have Ace of Cups, and this card in the reverse is not the best, but that's the way I read this particular deck. So in the beginning, things seemed really great. This was an important love relationship. It could have turned into a nurturing friendship, but then things started to change. You notice that this person started to feel a lack of inspiration. They started to feel very negative. Negative in the sense that a lack of progress, a lack of growth. They didn't see that. They couldn't perceive it, because it wasn't part of their agenda. This talks about a lack of satisfaction, a lack of inspiration, expressing a lack of emotion, being very emotionally detached, and a sense of receptivity. So somebody here should have been expressive, but they were not. That's something that happened that was not good. Rejection of another's affection. You were sending them maybe messages, or you were expressing yourself to them in an affectionate way with emotion, Scorpio. And here it talks about rejection of others' affection. Even though you gave them love, they were rejecting it. Creative blockages. They were creatively blocking any kind of affection that you were sending to them. The reason why they were having an issue, because there was a disillusionment with love. Love is not for me. Love can never get me. It's not real. It's just phony baloney. At the end of the day, everybody breaks your heart anyway. That's what this person was thinking. They were very pessimistic. They did not want to give a second chance. Something happened in this person's life where they have been hurt. And so they really, really keep their heart so guarded, guys. My God. They keep their heart so closed and so guarded. This person might even have high blood pressure at this point. Hopefully not. But that happens. The heart chakra becomes overwhelmed. You got to be careful. You need to express. Cross-watcher, if you're watching. Just write it down, man. Write it down. You need to somehow express yourself. Because what happened here is that somebody here just kept it all in. And there was sadness and there's melancholy. Where does that come from? Did it come from this connection? Actually, no. It's stemming from another connection that they had in their past where there's a sense of emotional trauma and they were never over that. And therefore, they only gave you that physical side, that materialistic side, but they didn't give you the emotional side. Why? Because something was bothering them from before. And that's why they were creatively blocking affection that you were giving to them. And that's also why they didn't really invest in the connection, meaning they were not, like if they made a promise, they will break that promise. Why? Because they didn't really care. If their emotions were in it, they would care. But the emotions were not. And therefore, it's not that they didn't care on purpose. It's that it did not affect them. And because it didn't affect them, it doesn't make a difference to them. I hope some of you kind of understand where I'm going with that. Let me know in the comments below, has this happened? Did this person make promises, didn't work out? Were they blocking you even though you were giving them love? All right. We have here the World card. So this is the beginner's tarot deck, and I'm having a look at any type of action, any intention, any plans that this person might have towards you in the coming future. I don't read other cards as reverse, just to let you know. I know that came up reverse. I only read the one before this. Let's talk about money. Isn't money a topic here? You have the World card, you have the King of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles. A hell of a lot of pentacles. My God. Money, money, money. It depends on this person, right? This person feels like they're not settled. This person feels like that is the primary thing that's on their mind, that is required. The World card here talks about how there's differences between the both of you. You may be literally on, regarding your mindset, right? The way you think. You might be worlds apart. You might think differently. This person might think differently. However, this card also, for me, it talks about how in this connection there is this desire to close the gap, to be closer to each other, emotionally and physically. We also have here a beautiful card. Yes, thumbs up, this is a king. Yes. King of Pentacles. This is somebody who knows what they want. They know they want you. They want to provide you with stability and promise in terms of love. But they're also having an issue here where it might be a third-party situation. Some of you have fallen in love with somebody at work, or this person's falling in love with you at work. Could have been right now or in the past. The work environment could also be an association where you know this person directly or indirectly through somebody else. Whatever the case is, there's a sense of love here. And there's an issue because it's not supposed to really, really be happening. But something's happening behind the scenes. For some reason. Could be both of you work for two rival companies, maybe. Competitive companies, and there's a clause in your agreement where you can't be in any type of romantic situation with the other person. That happens. I had some clients like that. I find that difficult. People are people. There shouldn't be those type of clauses. I know the reasons why, but still, I think love should be a priority. Here we have, and then watch all those companies go down. Anyway, here we have the Three of Pentacles. Also, this person, if they are not in a situation like this with you, this could also mean that this person simply just wants to manifest and create something with you. They could literally start some type of like a side hustle or a business, and you know, all they want is to have your company. that's like company in the sense, like being with you physically, right? Somehow being in your presence. That's what I meant to say. I don't actually mean like a corporate company. Now, we also have here the Page of Pentacles. Now, that's interesting. This person loves you and wants to commit to you and give you promise like a king, but they are scared and they are nervous and they act like a page. This person has a lot of desire for you sexually. The Page of Pentacles, it shows here that this person, there's a part of this person that's very immature. The immaturity comes from a space that they kind of live in where they have a lot of attraction towards you, and it's that attraction that is pulling them towards you. The only issue is that, you know, looks can change over time, right? All I can say is this person's very, very attracted to you. And the reason, one of the biggest reasons why they're coming towards you is because of the way that you look. So you're going to have to think about that, guys. Some of you don't want that. Some of you want emotions, right? Again, this is a pentacle. Is this person interested in you? Yes, they are. Are they interested in... I'm getting the word trophy wife. These days you have a trophy husband too. But there's a somebody who's like a trophy, basically. It's the beauty, it's the appreciation of your physical body and the way you keep yourself. However, it might not be enough for you because you want something more of an emotional connection. This person is thinking about things very practical, very materialistic, very physical, and that might not gel with you very much. So just think about it, guys. If some of you feel, you know, that it's all about physical, you might not want that. Some of you might be okay with that, and you get the money too while you're with this person. Five of Pentacles, this person does feel that you have rejected them. And if you haven't rejected them, they feel that fate and destiny has rejected them. That the world and the situation itself has neglected them and their presence and what they've desired. Anything that they've wanted, it just did not come true. They feel like their wishes did not come true. Do I see any action here? Yeah, I do. I see the action specifically with the Page of Pentacles. So when this person reaches out to you, they're not going to be very loud, very blunt, very bold. No, they are not. They're going to be almost kind of shy. But it never hurts to see where it goes. Just see where it goes. Take things slow. And people do change. This person's not going to be just coin, coin, coin. Eventually there will be cups one day. People change. All right. Let's have a look at Archangel answer cards. Just going to do a quick prayer. Compromise. Interesting. This card has popped up quite a bit this time around in this upload. Okay. Recovery. Trust, and then we have recovery. So some of you might have actually been very drained because of this connection. A lot of hurt, a lot of pain, a lot of misunderstandings, misinterpretation about what this connection was all about. Ooh, it's up to you. Oh my goodness. Reconsider. And then you have, yes, under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. All right, a lot is going on here. So these messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel. What I'm seeing here is the first card is the strongest. Yes, it is important to have a compromise in this connection. There will be a compromise in this connection. The compromise talks about you adjusting a little bit and them adjusting as well. You letting go a little bit, and so do they. Eventually you meet in the middle. But the connection will not move forward unless there's a sense of compromise. If it's just one-sided, then that will not work. It has to happen from both sides. Here they are reassuring you to trust in the divine and to trust in divine timing, because everything that's going to happen is going to happen for a reason. And it's going to happen for the betterment of you, what they know is best for you. If you have done good karmically, like sees like, birds of a feather flock together, seagulls with seagulls, pigeons with pigeons, sparrows with sparrows, right? You will be paired with somebody who is very much like you, where you deserve them and they deserve you. So if you're worried that it's not going to work out with this person, and if it does not, remember that the divine intervention here literally means that that person and deserve you. You deserve somebody better. It's hard to think of that when you're in the midst of all this love-hate kind of relationship situation. It's hard to think about that. But eventually this is what happens. Recovery. Why are they trying to do this? Like, why do they care? They really want to see you heal. Some of you, I'm getting the words anxiety, stress, depression. Overindulging in drink, and I'm getting the word drugs, unfortunately. Try not to do that, because you are opening a portal and a gateway through many parts of your body where negative energies come and sit inside of your body. And that is why you feel the way that you feel. Very negative, argumentative, worries, tension, stress, hopelessness, all those things. For the recovery card, some of you might want to have a look on my website, www.asnointia.com. And I have a package. It's called the Chakra Checkup Package. That will at least ensure, and I'll teach you how to do this, get rid of negative energies from your home, around your aura, and inside of your body, which is your chakra centers. Because whatever happened here, it actually increased the problem. This person, to some degree, has made you feel a little ill. It could be from the tiniest thing, maybe not sleeping at night, to, I've had clients that have gone to the hospital in the ER because of a heart attack. That's how bad this can be, right? You don't want that, right? You want to be calm and healed. But you need to take care of yourself. And this is not just the physical self. There's many parts of you. The spiritual, emotional, physical. The mind, body, spirit, and the soul. All of that has to be taken care of. I'm getting the word nurture, and I'm seeing a baby in a blanket. That baby is you. I'm getting an image that you need to nurture yourself, pamper yourself, take care of yourself as though you are a baby. You are a child of God. You're a child of the Supreme Source. And this is how the Supreme Source views you. So if the Supreme Source is going to nurture you and treat you like the child, it is important for you to also treat yourself like that and take care of yourself like that, because that is still a part of who you are. And the more you do that, the more healthier you will feel. Treat yourself once in a while. Take care of yourself. Choosing a new direction. Some of you may need to choose a new direction. This talks about choosing a different path, or choosing a different way of expressing yourself, a different way of approach when it comes to this person or this connection. For some of you, it literally might mean, and you have the card here, it's up to you. So some of you might want to be with this person. Some of you might want to move on. You don't want to be with this person. This is a choice card. You have a choice. You do have free will. Choosing a new direction here can mean two things. Either you literally choose a completely different person or a different lifestyle, or you decide to stay with this person, but you try a different approach, a different method of approaching this individual. So the destination is the same, but the route and the way of getting there might just be a little different. We also have here success. Whatever happens, guys, thank God, there's going to be success and happiness in your heart, your mind, body, spirit, and your soul. There's going to be a sense of happiness and success. And that is all that matters at the end of the day. For you. There's going to be a time in the future when you're going to be able to reconsider what it is that you have planned, your actions, your intentions. So reconsider what it is that one was going to do or say. Eventually, you'll be able to overcome the confusion that you feel right now. And you'll be able to make the right choices. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme, we have yes with an exclamation mark. Yes, there will be a better balance between the both of you in the future. I do see that. And the better balance comes from compromise. There will be success. And for those of you that don't want to be with this person because it's literally made you sick, or a small portion of you, it is important just to simply move on and choose a new direction and reconsider what it is that you wanted in this connection or in another connection. Try to do things different, even if you want to be with somebody else completely different. Don't find another person that behaves the same way or that looks the same way as your other person, because in ancient Vedic culture, as well as ancient Chinese face reading, which is not something I do right now, but I used to, traits and characteristics of people, it actually defines the person. The way you look, the way you walk, every single thing about you. You can look at a person and tell their entire personality by looking at certain things that they do and the way they look. So if you're going to find somebody that's going to look very similar and behave very similar, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to be getting a similar result with that same individual. It's not going to be any different. This is something that's just the way it is with personalities. That's the way people are made. It's something that for 5,000 plus years, Indians and people in China, they've learned this stuff, right? So it is important for you to have a look of, what type of person have you been searching for? What type of person? Some people tell me in their emails that I keep attracting the wrong type of people. Well, it's not the fact that you are attracting them. It's that you are approaching those type of people, right? And if they approach you, and if you know that that's not the type of person that you want, just say no. It's best not to repeat the type of mistakes. Will a person be slightly different? Absolutely yes. They won't be identical. But the majority of their behavior, their actions, everything about them often seems to be very similar to the person before. So try to find somebody who's a little different than what you've been, doing the entire time. This is for those of you that want to move on. And that is your reading, guys. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity and some guidance in your situations. Let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated. And I will see you guys again. Right now I do have openings for love readings. Those are the written report readings. Do let me know if you would like to place an order. Definitely, you can just go to the website, place an order. There's a little bit of a waiting line, but you know, you'll get there. And I also recommend that you have a look at the description of that package, the written reading package, the love reading, before you place the order, so that you know exactly what it is that you're going to be receiving. All right, Scorpio, you all take care. Stay safe. Bye now.